My name is Asia Celestino. I'm a TV host, broadcast journalist, actor, and content creator. My mission is to entertain, inspire, and to inform.
So I'm so excited to have you, Asia, and I feel incredibly honored, A, to have you in my life, and B, to have you part of this series. I'm an image consultant, as you know, and my role in life is to really help craft someone's personal brand so they feel fabulous with whatever challenges they face during the day, professionally or personally. When you think about your own personal brand and your professional presence, what comes to mind?
I hope that my mission comes forward, that I'm always entertaining people, that I'm always inspiring people, that I'm informing people. And I think that my personality comes through, that I'm fun, I'm a real person, I'm relatable, I make mistakes, but I'm always trying to learn. And I think more important than that, my through line in everything that I do is storytelling and also truth telling, finding the truth. And I hope that in everything I'm doing, people are seeing some aspect of truth and something that they can take away from either a news story, a role that I'm portraying, even a piece of content that I'm putting out. No matter how silly or serious it is, and they're taking that back and they're finding the truth in their everyday life and they're able to apply it in some way.
Do you think first impressions matter?
100%. And sometimes I make myself nervous with first impressions just because I think there is an it factor that comes with a stellar first impression. That being said, I think that putting too much weight on how we are observed or how we come across can also be detrimental to us as women. So I like to also think you are your body of work. And if you look back at that, it's not just one instance that defines who we are. So yeah, of course, try to show up the best way you can, put your best foot forward, always be prepared. But, we all have off days. Moving forward, there's always a way to either salvage something that didn't go quite the way you wanted to, or roll with the punches and still get a desired outcome.
If you don't feel good on the inside, it doesn't matter what you put on the outside. And I think that's what's so important about the strategy behind putting yourself together. What do you think about before you're going on air? And how do you prepare yourself to feel like yourself in your apparel, in your wardrobing, in your hair?
In the beginning of the pandemic, when I was working remotely and not in a studio, I had to really start thinking about color, and I didn't even realize it. From when I first started creating content on my TikTok series, I got this gorgeous, like champagne, almost like silver toned beige curtain. And it's gorgeous in real life, but behind me, it completely washed me out. I had no idea that I looked sick, but I was just focused on creating the content. It was actually for my birthday, I asked for a coral backdrop and I put it behind me, and immediately it was like so much color flushed to my cheeks. I looked more tan. I was like, wow, I had no idea that color could make this much of a difference. I started getting feedback from friends who were saying, this color background looks amazing with your work. I started increasing my followership. When I'm on air, I try to wear things that are bright, that are a little bit more pigmented. So I stay away from pastels, solids like this, the whites. It just depends on the day. I think something that I've been gravitating toward recently is blue. I'm very into spirituality and chakras. Blue is great for the throat chakra, which is the chakra of communication and your voice, different tones of gold. Also, being Asian American, it holds like a very big meaning to me when I think of the color gold. Those are some of the colors I gravitate toward, but I kind of fluctuate depending on the day. But I do bake in a ton of time for hair and makeup, especially because I'm doing it by myself. Hair and makeup artists are the unsung heroes of the world. Now that we're all working from home, we realize how much time and effort goes into making yourself feel presentable for in front of a camera. So after just the normal things like showering, I like to have 2 hours for hair and makeup so that if anything goes wrong, I'm not stressed out. Because if I don't feel like I look good, it's hard for me to feel confident on air. And it is really of the utmost importance for me in my career, because if I am rushed into the on-air experience, it can kind of result as something that's just, one, I feel unprepared, which is never good. And two, I don't want to convey that feeling of unease when I'm speaking with people and trying to showcase their stories or understand what breaking news may be developing.
I think it's great. I really love your color analysis too, because white, there's meaning in all these colors, and I won't go running through them, but white is very hopeful. So you're wearing white.
Oh, I love that I'm wearing that today then.
And red is power. Red is commanding. And so there are moments when we need to send that as a non-verbal message to our audience, wherever we are. So use color as your friend, I always say, because it strategically communicates for you in a way that nothing else can. Talk to me for a second about where your confidence comes from and how does that impact your presentation?
Girl, the confidence, she comes and goes. I had a therapist who put it really well, who said, confidence, it comes and goes. The self-value, your self-worth is what is consistent and what you need to hold as consistent. I think there are days, yesterday I had a great show on air. I was like, I love what I do. This is what I'm meant to be doing. This is my strength. This is what I contribute to the world, to my community. This is when I feel most alive. Those days are confident days. The past 2 weeks, I've had so many incredible opportunities, traveling, booking roles, hosting live events. And I have to be honest with you, a lot of those days, I was not feeling confident. I had to remind myself I still have self-worth. I still need to show up for myself. And I think it's through those moments when you're really down or when you're not feeling your best and you still show up for yourself and you still push through, that remind you when you are feeling well, what confidence can feel like.
Well, it's very clear why you are a major success and will continue to inspire other people. And I think what is so beautiful and important about this conversation is that you realize that we all have to work hard. We all have to make contributions. It's not easy. And there's not one way to do it. It's different for everybody. You got to find the way, you got to find your own way, but there are people to help you get there and support you and help you move it forward. This was fabulous. Thank you so much.